by the Nairobian or at all. Then I contacted the police as a law-abiding citizen. Now the Nairobian, without even waiting for the formal 15 days to lapse, without even asking for the police for the statement that I gave ahead, in complete disregard to journalistic ethics and practice, to set up their own facts, to write their own story, and they went on to hold a trial in public, convict me in that trial as a person who wanted to be an overnight billionaire. They put my pictures in front and they put a caption that Mheshimiwa wanted to be an overnight billionaire. They didn't stop there. The Nairobian went on to push the story in their digital platforms. They roped in the Standard Media Group, and the Standard Media Group pushed this story, completely fabricated, in their digital platforms. And they didn't stop there. The bloggers picked it up. KTN, every morning, they sit there and they say, you need to read this. And the story is a fabrication of what exactly transpired. I said, yes, I was defrauded, but why not ask the police for the real facts? Why quote false police sources? Why create facts that don't exist? I am a father and a family man. I am an advocate of more than 20 years standing. I practice law here in Nairobi. I am also a consultant in legal matters and other matters related. I train for law. I teach at the university in the field of law. I am also currently serving as a commissioner for the COMESA Competition Commission, where we sit at a regional level and continental level. We make decisions of matters that involve cross-country trade and business. By publishing this story without confirmation of the facts, the Nairobian have not only defamed me locally, but also internationally. They have defamed me, and for that reason, I have instructed my lawyers to file a suit for damages for defamation. And my lawyers are not just going to go for the Nairobian, but for all other platforms that went on to publicize. They went on to continue with the publication without confirmation. It will not be a defense in court for you as a radio station to say, I read it in Nairobian. It was very easy for you to find out what are the facts. That's number one. Number two, the Nairobian, having concocted a story, went on to engage in shameless victim shaming in the body of their story. There was no attempt in any manner to condemn the crime that had been perpetrated, but to laugh at the victim. They did not stop there. The Nairobian went on to their social platform, their digital platform. They roped in the Standard Media Group platform, and they went on to expose my name to ridicule, contempt, and public odium in the most heartless manner. The manner and style of reporting was no longer about the crime. The manner and style of reporting was all about a ridiculing session for Honorable Mungatana. This is wrong and it cannot be condoned. I want to condemn it in the strongest terms. And I have also instructed my lawyers to pursue damages for defamation under this specific head of victim shaming. I also want to say the third and final thing, that 10 days I got wind that the Nairobian wanted to write a story that had no basis in facts. I spoke to one of their managing editors. I asked that the police be given time to finish their work. I asked that they contact me for the side of my story. This was not done. The strange thing was that 10 days later, they ran the story without a care except to make the money and push the story. And so we are wondering, because at the end of that story they have written something claiming that they tried to get in touch with me and my phone was off, and yet I spoke to a member of senior management team within the Standard. I want to end it here by saying that on the third heading, we have instructed our lawyers to also file a suit for defamation and specifically ask for aggravated damages, because this was deliberate, this was malicious, and this was like planned. So I want to end it there, but before I leave my statement, I just wanted to ask, what is the effect of printing a material like that? Police are still investigating. The 15 days are still not over, even as of today. If there are other prominent members of this society, if there are other members of Kenyan society who have been suffered at the hands of this foreigner, would they come to the police to give their statement? Would they? Knowing that if you give your statement, you will be headlined, you will be victim shamed. So how are they helping in fighting crime? Or was the purpose beyond fighting crime? Was the purpose just to sell the papers? So I would urge, and I'll just take this stage to appeal to them, that please think through some of these things, because you may interfere with police investigation. You may actually even be understood to be assisting the suspects rather than people who are suffering. And then after that, the same person will walk, because if people don't come out to record statements like I did, if other people don't want to go on, if other potential people who suffered don't want to come out because they are fearing what could happen to them, then this person will come back, and you are not guaranteed that it will not be you or a member of your family next time who will be a victim. Thank you very much.
Would you clarify how you were defrauded and when?
First of all, many years ago, the same man, together with some prominent businessman, approached us, and I have already, there's nothing to hide, you can clarify this from the police statement. They created a scheme of investment, and that scheme of investment involved the buying and selling of oil products. The first round, there was profit. The second round, there was profit. The third round, the foreigners simply disappeared. You see, simply disappeared. And they went with the money. And the police have all the details, but this is not for here today. Every other detail, you will get it from police or you will get it from the suit file, from the courts that we are going to go into in the course of this week. Thank you very much.
Can you quantify in terms of monetary value, how much?
I'll just tell you it was a lot of money.
And who is this prominent business person who was operating in cahoots with Abdalla?
Several people are going to be arrested. And as you will come to see when the police finish the investigation, I don't want to be like Nairobian jumping the gun, but or be unprofessional like them. But I will tell you that it was not only me who suffered. A lot of prominent people who fell prey to that scheme because it is as genuine as it looks. Not like the way Nairobian were trying to show how Mungatana wanted to be an overnight billionaire. No, that's not what my mother taught me. My father didn't teach me that. I've worked hard all my life. And yes, I went to Alliance High School. Yes, I excelled in Nairobi University. Yes, I'm doing a PhD. But an accident can happen to anyone, the best of us. Anything can happen. Crime does not respect your degree. Crime and accidents do not respect that. And for them to try and show, you know, that you are a fool, because it's so sad. If someone suffers a rape, God forbid, if someone suffers a crime of rape, and you are a reporter, would you turn around and start victim shaming the person who suffered that crime? Or would you write in a style to condemn the people who have carried crime against society? This is my quarrel, and I pray that this doesn't happen to anybody else after this. And I know for a fact that Nairobian has had many prominent people. And people have been keeping quiet. People have been keeping quiet because they don't want to engage. Sitting members of parliament, and I have talked to some of them as I was coming here, sitting members of parliament, cabinet secretaries, people just write careless stories. And they at the end there, we tried to contact so and so, but he could not be reached in his office, could not be reached. That is so sad. And we cannot allow this to continue. But those members of parliament, those other leaders who decided to keep quiet, it is their right. For me, I think they have taken it overboard. It's like someone had something against me and I don't know what, because I'm not in politics. I think it's so sad. Anyway, thank you very much. Every other detail, you will find it from my statement. And we are filing this suit. And for me, I have no fight with media, but please let's do it properly. Make your report, but your rights, exercise your rights, but they end at where my rights begin, because that is how our Constitution has created us. Everyone operates within their rights, but you cannot take your rights to an extent where they are trampling over my rights. And I appeal to all those Kenyans who are commenting, saying all manner of things in social media, that please check your facts. Sometimes people are just plainly wrong, or they could be driving an agenda. So before you comment, check your facts. Check your facts. People are selling, people are driving an agenda, people are trying to drive traffic. But do that. Don't use my name. Don't use my name. I have kids. Big kids. I have children. It's just not right. You can't do that and get away with it. Thank you very much.